Hey, there's Tarzan, my
Yes.
man. What are you doing? I love that he calls me Uncle Fly.
That
I think
kid's gonna do big things in the fishing
he's
industry.
gonna do some
He's an
monster.
animal. I think he
He,
can fillet fish better than me. I'm not gonna lie.
listen,
He's
I
a
think
hammer.
he's going places, and even if I have to drag him there, I make sure he gets there.
There you go.
I see
You're
my
on my team
cousin.
too, buddy.
I see my cousin on there. What's going on? My cousin's getting married soon.
Nice.
I'm not. Hey, John, what's going on, John? We got people joining in everywhere. Let's open this up, and then we will start. There we go. So let's get this party started. And we are back. Here I am, Fly Navarro with the No BS World Tour. That's right, where we talk about fishing, we talk about outdoors, we talk about everything, but we don't talk about none of that BS we don't want to hear about. There's no fighting, no arguing in here. Johnny McDonald, what's going on, brother? I am missing my time in Nova Scotia, Canada. Lenore, good to see you. Let me introduce my very good friend, Ryan is fishing. My man Ryan
is fishing.
What's going on? Whoa, what do you got there? What are you showing off?
We got the YouTube plaque. If you don't subscribe to me on YouTube, check it out. Ryan is fishing. We're on the road to 1 million subscribers, and all I do is fish, man. That's it.
Number one, YouTube sends you that plaque after what?
So here's the deal. So you're supposed to get this plaque when you cross 100,000 subscribers. And first of all, a good buddy of mine, Paul, never got his plaque, and he's sitting at like 1.6 million subscribers. So I got this plaque when I was at like 150,000, and I was so frustrated because I worked hard for this. Like I wanted it. I want to hang up on the wall. I look at this and I see like the grind. I see like how I got this in literally a year. And so it came in like 60,000 subscribers late, but hey, it made it here. It definitely is tricky though, like getting it, because you can't request it. YouTube has to like
find
you pretty much. Yeah. And they almost sent me another one, which I wouldn't complain about either. So then like, cause I thought about like destroying this thing and like making it into a fishing lure potentially. Someone's already done that before though. So I kind of saw that and I was like, nah, let me be original.
No, don't do that. It's an award.
Yeah, man. I worked hard for
you
this.
should be proud of it.
100%.
Which I think is awesome. I have to give a big shout out to my big skipper, Eddie Herbert. He's saying my favorite little Cuban. Me and Eddie Herbert fished together for 14 years on the Real Tight.
Where'd you guys fish?
All over the world. The Real Tight at the time was an 80-foot Merritt. We took it through the canal. I believe we took it 4 round trips, which would be 8 times through the Panama Canal. We fished Panama, Costa Rica. We did 14 seasons in St. Thomas, did Mexico a few times, Bermuda, Bahamas, Dominican Republic, Venezuela. So Eddie has all my secrets. So and I don't mean my fishing secrets.
You want to stay on his good side.
Absolutely.
There we go.
Absolutely. Him and I started fishing in 2000, right when I moved back from Venezuela. So anyway, big shout out to Ty from Hawaii. Good to see you. And also Matt George. Do you know Matt George?
I'm fishing with him tomorrow. Is he in here?
Yeah, Matt George you're fishing with Matt tomorrow?
Supposedly, Matt. What time we have something really cool planned tomorrow, actually.
Whoa. Are you going to be part of his 200?
I definitely am planning to be a part of his 200 in a very unique way. We're going to try to do something super cool tomorrow.
Whoa, Matt. What time does he have to be at the boat ramp?
What time am I going to the ramp? And am I picking up White Claws or what?
Matt, no White Claws, bro. No White Claws. I see Tarzan said something that we should all go fishing. So
I'm down.
Matt is also on the Grundon's brand ambassador team with me. So that's where I first met Matt. Yeah, Matt says no White Claw.
I wish I could see your comments. Wait, can I pull
So
can I pull this up on YouTube real quick?
this is on Facebook.
Okay,
These
Facebook.
comments are coming in on Facebook.
I want
Let
to see
me.
the comments. I'm gonna.
So it's going to be on Fly Navarro. I'll give you a minute to push. No White Claws ever.
Wow, man. No
Ah,
love for the claws, bro.
no love for the claws.
There's no
There's
laws though.
what's that?
I said there's no laws when you're drinking claws though. Oh, here we
No,
go. All right, here.
just make sure you mute it,
Oh,
and let me throw my chat overlay for YouTube over here. Oh, let me move you over to this side. So for everybody that's joining us late, I'm sitting here with Ryan from Ryan is Fishing. I see 007 Frick has joined us on YouTube. I want to take you guys slow pitch jigging.
oh my God.
Listen, name a time and a place. You know what I tell everybody? What's the season and what's the airport code? That's all I ever ask. I was at the boat show one time sitting at the American Custom Yacht booth, and somebody says, "Hey, you're that guy from Facebook. Will you come fishing with me in I think it was Angola, or it might have been somewhere on the western side of Africa." I'm like, just give me the airport code and what time of year and I'll be there. That's all I ask. So Manny Fernandez, I see. Oh, did I lose you on Instagram?
Oh shoot.
Your phone died.
The phone. Okay. Oh man. Okay, we're back now. Let me go ahead and all right, we're back.
And we're back.
We're not back quite yet.
You have to open it back
All
up.
right, yeah.
Okay.
We're good now. I got to pay attention to this screen too. I forgot that was over there.
That's why I have them all. I got them all right here. And you know what my problem is? I can't see this my phone screen. Matt says his daughter drinks those. Parker. Parker says hello to Captain Eddie. I don't know why I cannot open view.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spill the White Claw.
Come on
the YouTube plaque. Can you believe it?
That stinks.
Hey, it's all good.
It's all good. And I see Coastal Hope is in the house. All right, get back over here and let's talk.
Let's talk. Here we go.
And I do not know why I can't open up that. Ryan, where are you?
Here we go. I'm joining right now. We'll redo it.
Redo it, and then let's talk about fishing.
Let's do it.
Let's talk about fishing. That's the most important thing. Oh, there you are. I don't know why it's not letting me open it up. I might have to switch. Hello, Mason. Oh man, what's up, Tarzan? Okay, so Ryan, while we're trying to hook you up here, let's figure out. Let's start off with, how did you get into fishing? So you're primarily known as a big YouTuber, but let's talk about. I'm a firm believer. It's not you're a YouTuber, an Instagrammer, or you work on this boat, you work on that boat. You're a fisherman. That's
100%.
That's the number one thing. So
that's definitely a common misconception. You know, people they see me and you know they oh, he fishes for Instagram likes and or blah blah blah, and you know that's not the case. You know, I've been a hardcore fisherman. So I got introduced to fishing when I was 5 years old. Originally from Miami, Florida. So my dad kind of introduced me into fishing. But I didn't start fishing in Miami. My family has a timeshare in the west coast of Florida on Sanibel Island. So we'd go there and we would go fishing with one of my dad's buddies. His name is George as well. My dad's also named George. And my first fish was a sea trout, and caught it on the flats. I think that was on a popping cork with a live shrimp. And after that, what is going on here?
Hold
up. I see a picture of wicked tuna here.
I have to restart it for that. and I'm
Okay.
going to request you. Oh, wait a second, Pam. Unfortunately, this is the only way I get to see you this year. I'm so bummed out, Pam. I really am. So I get to fish with Pam every year, or Pam's husband every year in Nova Scotia. So, oh, there you are. Let's see if I can request you. Okay. And there we go. Edward, how are you? So you said you used to fish on the West Coast.
Yeah. So when I started fishing, I think my first fishing trip ever was on the West Coast, and I was like 5 years old. I caught a sea trout. After that, I wanted to do some fishing back home. So my dad and I, every Saturday and Sunday, we started out fishing with shiners for peacock bass. But, it's a good way to get into it, and that's kind of what got me hooked. And then one time we're fishing at the canal, and I remember that this old guy, and he came up to my dad and I, and he's like, "Hey, don't use shiners. Shiners is cheating." And then he's like, "Try this," and he gave me a hook and he gave me a worm with a little weight, and I caught like literally like 15 minutes after that. I remember it like to this day. I was probably like 7 or 8 years old, and I caught this giant peacock bass after that. And I was like, only wanted to use artificial. Do I have this picture? So I have a picture of a peacock bass I caught. That's an unofficial state record. It was 12 pounds. And the picture is, if you excuse me real quick, I'll get it real quick.
All right. So I'm going to keep talking while he's stepping away just for a second to look for his picture. I see Pam complaining that it's effing herring season. Herring season is not as much fun as tuna season. So, Josh Wilkinson, good to see you, and the No BSers. That's it. We are the No BSers here. Did you unplugged as well? Eric Leach, how are you? Good to see you. Eric, we also have Bass Fishing with Simp in the house. Good to see you. Did you lose your audio?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, I hear you too.
Okay. Did you find your
I did not find the picture.
Don't worry about it. Just describe it to us, because when it comes out on audio.
Oh yeah. So we were walking down the canal bank and we saw a big peacock bass and a fry ball, just a big male, a big female, and it was just a massive fish with a massive hump head, big male. And I worked we're using a lipless crankbait, a rattle trap actually. That's what we're using, and worked it through there like a few times and got slammed. And I caught that fish. We put on the scale, it was 12 pounds, giant peacock bass. And it was just crazy.
Wow. Wait, Matt says he's picking up some rods. Told us to have a good time. Matt, I'm going to break them in for you. Just so he brings no White Claws tomorrow.
I'm bringing White Claws. I got a call. Sorry. Here we go.
Okay. So anyway, so tell us how you got into YouTubing.
So it's a funny story actually. So I've been making YouTube videos for years. So I moved up to Jupiter from Miami in the middle of my 8th grade year, and through my high school career, I've been here and I'm still here. I live in Jupiter, Florida. So I went to college for a few years, and it just wasn't for me. I wanted to do something that I like to do. And, I took some time just kind of like figure out what I wanted to do. And I got an opportunity working with my buddy, Josh Jorgensen, Blacktip H, and a few other guys on a business that he was launching. And in that experience, I learned a lot about social media marketing. And it was just really cool working alongside those guys, especially like people like that, Blacktip H, he's one of the biggest YouTubers in the fishing industry. So that opportunity led me into eventually wanting to do my own thing. So what I did for Josh is I helped build out a brand ambassador team. I reached out to a bunch of big fishing influencers, and I loved it. It was cool, but like I just felt like I was on the wrong side of the screen. I didn't want to be the person behind the scenes, putting all these people together, building a brand ambassador team, and like have people promote this, promote that. I wanted to be, doing what they do, being able to fish for a living. So I took a leap of faith. I walked away from that opportunity into another job, which is what really also helped me to get pretty good at marketing and just structuring things for my business. So I was just doing something completely unrelated to fishing after that opportunity, which was just I was working the phones. I was doing phone sales for a little bit, and eventually I didn't like the job at all. It just is not what I was passionate about, and I was doing good. I was making good money, and I walked away from that the day before Christmas. I quit my job and I went to Best Buy and I bought a Canon G7X Mark II. That was my first camera that I started with. Excuse me. And since then, I've been making videos, but it really took me a long time to figure out like what I wanted to be perceived as on YouTube, and like what I wanted to do. So one of the first people I started filming with was Monster Mike. I'm sure that you've heard of him. I mean, if you're
Monster Mike.
Monster Mike, you know who Monster Mike is?
No, I don't think I do know
Really?
Monster Mike. Yeah.
Monster Mike, he's a little short dude who he catches. Anyways, he's a big fishing influencer. He's got almost like 2 million subscribers. So like I've started filming with him a bunch, and a bunch of other guys. Catch 'em all. Shout out to all those guys, and my buddy Paul a little bit too. And then after that, I kind of started doing my own thing, and it took me a long time to like actually break through. It was tough because. So let me take it back a few years first. So when I started making
rewind.
So when I started making YouTube videos, I would go to the Juneau Pier with my GoPro, and I'd make little cool music edits of snook fishing that's over there. And that's what initially broke my channel through. Like the first video I ever put out, it got like 100,000 views real quick, and then it died down. And I made a few follow-up videos to that, and then I posted another video about catching 2 bass over 10 pounds in one day, like another like short little music edit, and that video did really good. And I wish I kept going with that momentum. Like obviously, like if we could all go back in time, there's things that we would change, and one of those things would be like actually like hopping on YouTube, doing it seriously back then, because it was definitely a lot easier to grow as a fishing creator back when I posted that video, which was like in like 2015, 2016 when I was making those videos. So I didn't post videos for like 4 years, and I had like 5,000 subscribers. And it was just a lot of work and it was definitely discouraging. You put out a video, you work 6, 7, 8 hours on the edit, plus you got to film, you got to drive, do all this stuff to make the video, and you put so much passion into it, and it gets like 300 views, like barely does anything. And it definitely, but at the same time, like I always like, this is just who I am. Like, I don't care about the money. I don't care about the views I'm getting. I'm in love with making content. I love making fishing content and just being a creator. So that's, I believe, what really helped me to break through, because I would have given up a long time ago if I cared about the amount of views I was getting. It was tough. And then I finally got a video to break through, which was actually not even, I mean, I guess we can say semi related to fishing, and I'll talk about it since you got those alligator heads in the back of us on the screen over there. So yeah, those are sick, man. I like that. So we got I'm a nuisance alligator trapper. So I work with FWC, and I went out with one of my buddies, Ian, and we made a few videos removing alligators out of a residential pond. And that is what spiked my channel up. With that momentum, I was able to drop a bunch of fishing videos with that momentum. And so that was my first big blow up. But in the first like 6 months of doing YouTube, I went from like 5,000 subscribers to 10,000 subscribers, a real slow growth. And then boom, I had a big explosion, and I died at like 49,000 subscribers, and I worked my way back up. And then I had another big blow up last year, September, which was actually my best month on YouTube ever. I think I gained like 40,000 subscribers in the month, and the following month I gained like 20,000 and another 20,000. And so like those last year was really good. And now I'm sitting at 248,000 subscribers. It's amazing. I love what I do, and like just being able to go fishing and make money doing what I love is just the best thing, like. And there's definitely pros and cons to doing YouTube. A lot of my time is invested into my business and just making sure everything is where it needs to be and stuff. But I wouldn't change a thing. It's been awesome. So that's kind of like how I got started. I've been making YouTube videos for a long time, but like back in the day, I never ever thought I could turn this into a lucrative business, like I actually make a career out of this. Like this is my full-time gig. I'm making YouTube videos, and in between Instagram and TikTok and YouTube, I'm able to pull enough revenue to, survive and put money in the bank. And so that's my story, man, as far as
you're not selling me on it. You're like, man, I'm making enough. Do you love what you do?
Oh, of course.
When you wake up in the morning, are you excited about waking up?
100%.
Well, then that's,
I mean,
you know how many people would love to do that?
I hear you. I agree.
I don't know about you, but that's the way I look at it.
Oh, yeah.
That's the way I look at it. I know when my eyes open up in the morning, and not every day is fishing, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a lot of other business things that I do, but it all revolves around one thing, and it's my passion for fishing. And see, even just saying the word fishing, you smile.
Yeah.
So how awesome is that? And you get to see so many cool things, and you get to share it with people.
100%.
Not only
people get to live their life with mine, and
exactly
go on fishing adventures with me. It's the coolest thing ever. And
that's so awesome.
Oh yeah,
that is so awesome. And the fact, wait a second, ain't no laws when you're drinking claws. Come on now.
Cheers to you, brother. Cheers.
But it really is. And it's so funny because when I went fishing last week, and everywhere I go, I have my Pelican case and I have my cameras, not just my DSLRs. I have my boxes and boxes of GoPros, and people are always, man, you got a lot of cameras. Well, the first 20 years of my fishing career, I would say the first 17 years, I have almost no content of it. All the years I lived in Venezuela, all the years I fished on the reel tight, nothing. And now I document everything, not just for me, but the people I'm fishing with and the people that get to watch what we put out there.
Yes, 100%.
So it's I think it's important, and it's something that I personally enjoy doing. And for me, when I look at your content, I can tell you enjoy creating it as well.
Oh yeah, no, a lot of work goes into making my content, and I'm sure I can see a lot of work goes into making yours as well. It's fun, to look back on your fishing adventures. I have a hard drive that just has awesome fishing clips on it. Like, I don't even edit off that hard drive. It's just a 3 terabyte hard drive, almost full, with 2.5 years of epic fishing content catches, and that's just for the keepsafe,
Okay, so somebody has asked a question, and I'm forwarding the question on to you.
Okay.
Do you have a pair of Grundens?
I do. Actually,
you don't get them. All you need to do.
I'm not getting them. But I got them at a Goodwill. Believe it or not, I went into Goodwill with my girlfriend. I got the best deal ever. So
you got your girlfriend at Goodwill?
Oh yeah, I know. Yes, she used to work at Goodwill. No, I'm just kidding. No, but yeah. So we went into Goodwill to look for some stuff, whatever, just to like do a little project on some stuff. And brand new Grundens, 2 bags of Grundens were just sitting there, and they wanted like $80 for it, and they're literally in my size. They're bright yellow, and I got them for $20 a piece. So I bought it for $40. So I got.
Are
so I
they
have 2
are
pairs.
they in good shape?
Yeah, they've never been used. They're perfect.
You know what it is you need to get into some good rough weather to use them.
I'm excited to do that this winter for sure. I'll probably bring it to Louisiana also. Honestly, I'll bring a pair.
You should. Now, do you have a pair of boots?
I don't have a pair of boots, actually.
Listen, I'm gonna hook a brother up. I'm gonna hook
appreciate
a
it,
brother
brother. Hey,
I'm gonna hook a brother up,
I should
and
I should have said no to the Grundens too. I was like, no, man, I don't have Grundens either.
well, Richard, can we do something for this young fella? Richard is
A word in the videos, man.
Richard is the I forgot what his actual term is. He is, I call him the godfather of Fly Fridays. He's the one that created Fly Fridays on Grundens, and he is their creative director. That's what he is.
Oh, cool.
That's awesome. And he jumped on here, and Richard is like the real deal Hawaiian. I got him. Perfect. Richard's taking care of you.
Let's do it. That's awesome. I appreciate the love. Thank you, brother.
That's a good choice of words. It's the love. It's the aloha. Richard's from Maui.
Nice.
He is the real deal. This guy right here.
Real deal Richard. I appreciate it.
he is the real deal. So anyway, so let's go back because and for everybody that's joining, we got people coming in here. Fly, you coming to the OBB Wahoo Charity Cup. Lacey, what's the days on those? I think that's in November. Maybe I will. Fly got me a sweet deal on my Grunden flops and deckhands. Of course, I took care of you, Josh. So let's rewind and let's talk about how I met Ryan. So I met Ryan when before all this crazy COVID stuff was going on, and I was putting together a list. Last year, I was allowed to invite 6 teams from around the globe to fish in my tournament in Saudi Arabia, which my partner, his son, has been watching us on Instagram. I see Muhammad on here.
What's up, Muhammad?
So Muhammad's a cool dude. He's 15. My partner, Big Z, he's got 4 sons. Muhammad is his 3rd son. Anyway, so this year I was asked if I can invite 30 teams, and I reached out to Ryan. Was one of the people I reached out to as we were putting this whole thing together, and then bam, COVID hit, and we shut everything down. But you and I have stayed in contact, and it's one thing, and I've watched him on here. One of my mentors when I was a little bit older than you. You're going to be 22 in 9 days. My mentor when I was 23, I talked to him this morning. He's on here now, Cujo, or he was on here. Cujo joined in. He called me up this morning. We were just shooting the shit. He was my captain way years ago. And he told me the biggest thing in fishing is networking. And he asked me, what was going on. And I said, I was telling him about networking. And I said, listen, it's not just making the connections, is keeping them. And he asked me what my network looked like now. And I said, I can tell you the numbers I have on my phone, but it's the contacts that I stay in touch with around the world. And the fact that I can get off a plane and I always know somebody, which is huge.
That's a good thing to have, like connections all over the place.
And that's why where we were talking earlier about places that I've gone, it's because especially with social media, I've made a lot of good connections, but then you keep them and you're always checking in on them and always following up on them. So there's a question here from Art Hill. He goes, can you talk about how you switch up the content per platform? TikTok edits are different than YouTube edits, IG, etc.
Sure. So, I mean, YouTube videos are a lot more. There's a lot more that goes into a YouTube video. Also, YouTube is the most monetizable out of the three platforms that he's talking about. Like, I can't make an Instagram post and make money from it, So, and I have to. And the thing about YouTube is like you have to keep putting out videos. You have to keep making content, or else, you're just not. Your numbers will decline. Your views will decline, and it's definitely not fun, especially when you're making fishing videos, because fishing videos, YouTube especially, is hard to make. It's hard to always catch consistent good fish to make a video. But something that I found that really is important to me is if I go out fishing and I'm trying to catch bass, for example, and the bass don't bite, I'll switch it up. I'll catch bluegill. Like, it doesn't matter what I catch, because I make it entertaining for the viewer. And I want when you watch one of my videos, I want you to feel like you know me, and that you're fishing with me. Now TikTok is a new app. It's exploding right now. Literally, it's the most downloaded app of all time. It's huge, and there's a lot of
And I'm shadow banned right now.
Really?
I've been shadow banned for the last 23 days.
Well, how about if you help me with those gruntings, I'll help you figure out a solution with that.
Yeah, no worries.
So
yeah, I got shadow banned. I'm dying here. I don't know. It could have been one of the videos I posted. I think I know which video it was.
Was it something like a little gore, like a shark or something? Or
it was harvesting a swordfish at the side of the boats. I had 3.2 million views on it.
Yeah. So TikTok, I'm just gonna say it on here. If you're a content creator, this is a big freebie for you. Take advantage of that platform while it's still here. Who knows what's going on with that platform? The amount of power that platform has, the amount of traction I've gained from other platforms from TikTok is huge. I jumped on it early. It's definitely been good. So I currently have 1.9 million followers on TikTok. And the key to making TikTok videos is you just kind of got to figure out what you want to be on that, just like in everything in life. Like, so for me on TikTok, I'm high energy. I make crazy, like, quick fishing clips, like how to catch a fish in 5 seconds, catch a nice peacock bass, do something crazy. I've made some videos, I'm chewing a piece of gum, and I said, this is how you catch fish on bubble gum. You take the gum, put it on the hook, caught a Midas cichlid in Miami. And what I'm most known for, and what's helped me really build up my Instagram following, is feeding my pet fish. And I think you saw that video last night. So I get like pilchards or something, and I'll feed it to some of my pets, and I'm like, oh no, they're my pet. People love that. The videos, I think a few of them are over 20 million and a few over 30 million as well. But for TikTok, short clips, it's just short clips. And there's a bunch of different ways you can go about it. But for me, I've had really good success with just raw clips. Another tip on TikTok is using things within the app. Use filters, use the trending hashtags, anything that built within the app that'll link up with the algorithm. Also, a big thing in all three platforms is consistency. For me, what I found that works is I post at the same exact time on Instagram, pretty much. I post at 7 p.m. If I don't make it at 7 p.m., I post at 7:30 p.m. And the latest I'll post is 8 p.m. If it's 8:01, I'm not going to post. I know it sounds crazy, but that's what works for me. And definitely on YouTube, the biggest thing is consistency as well. Like, the time you post is so important. I don't know what it is, but when I was doing my best on YouTube, it's always been just the same exact time, the same exact day. Just use like everything in life. If you go to the gym and you lift weights for
what's your time that you post on YouTube?
See, it varies, because the kids were out of school, summertime. So I actually experimented a little bit over the summer, and I've tried a few things. So I tried one week when I was posting at 12 p.m. and then I did one at later uploads, and I tried posting at 8 p.m. And what really has been the best for me, and again, like, don't, for the viewers that are hearing this, this is not going to work for everybody, but what works for my audience and for me is posting at 4 p.m. That's when life was back to normal. That's when pre-coronavirus, pre-everything, kids would get out of school, and I'd post at 4 o'clock, and the videos would do really good. So you just got to find that time with your audience, and just that's pretty much it as far as, and just literally be yourself. Like, and as long as you're yourself and you're genuine and you're happy and you're spreading positivity and you're doing what you want to do, you'll find success.
I'm a 3 o'clock in the morning
3
YouTube
a.m.?
dropper. Yeah.
Oh, really? You're
Well,
just like, all right, let's get it up.
No, well, 3 a.m. because so many on all my platforms. I'm so global. So
Okay.
so like right now, and I got to give him a shout out, Alex from Cameroon. He
What
says
time
I'm
is
up.
it over there?
What time is it right now in Cameroon, Alex? I want to say it's 5 hours later, so it would be 9 o'clock.
Okay.
So 3 a.m. my time would be 8 o'clock his time.
Yeah. See, whatever works for your audience.
Yeah.
Exactly. Like your audience is global like that, so it makes sense, posting later here because the rest of the world is so ahead.
Exactly. So it's all dependent.
It's all dependent.
So now let's get off of social and let's talk a little bit personal about you.
Okay.
It's almost 10 o'clock, he says.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah, it's 5 hours. Yeah, it's 5 hours.
That's pretty good. You got that.
It's so funny because I have on my phone, so I'm expecting a call at any minute from my contact in Okinawa, Japan.
Oh, wow.
You know what? You should come. I told him I've accepted a position as a tournament director for their first ever all release Blue Marlin tournament in Okinawa, Japan. But I told them, I found out that they do squid fishing off the beach.
Oh, I would be in on that. That sounds
And I told them
crazy.
I told them that I would put on a squid tournament, beach squid tournament.
That just sounds so cool. I would love to make videos on that. That's sick.
It is so cool.
Fishing. Yeah, that's awesome.
So Paul, how are you? Alex, as soon as I don't sleep and don't work, watching fly. Alex is I know Alex and his wife, they literally watch the No BS World Tour as they're getting ready for bed every night in Cameroon. So
thanks for tuning in, guys. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks for tuning in. It's always so great. Hey, Tarzan, he wants to do that. I'm waiting for Tarzan to get old enough.
Tarzan will fly over with me.
I want to wait for him to get old enough so I can just drag him with me everywhere I go. But there was a couple of things that you really wanted to talk about yourself personally.
Yeah.
So
dive in. Should we just dive in?
Just dive right in. I'm going to open it up to you because there was some personal stuff. I want to give a shout out. I see Fish Facts TV on YouTube is saying he's hitting up your spot in Juneau tomorrow. So
all right, good luck. Good luck. Hey, my spots are not secret, man. My spots are not secret.
Wait a second. I saw a picture of you. You blurred out some of the background stuff.
Some of my spots are secret. Okay?
Oh, which one is it?
I can't. I'll send you a text. I'll send you the GPS coordinates.
Don't worry. I ain't worried about it.
No.
Anyway, let's just dive in because you had something personal you wanted to talk about, and I wanted to give you the chance to actually talk about it because I think it's a big deal. So
yeah,
go ahead, dive on in.
So we're gonna talk about just changes, pretty much, just changes in life and like specific things I've dealt with that have helped me to become who I am today. So when I was 17 years old, out of the complete blue, I got diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. So a lot of people see diabetes, and they're like, oh, you can't have sugar, or, they really don't know what it is. So diabetes, basically your pancreas pumping out insulin. It's like an aquarium, and you know, in the aquarium cycling, and the filters on the aquarium don't work. So then the water gets cloudy, and then the fish die. Those fish being my organ. So basically, you need insulin in your body to help digest the food and to keep your blood sugars at a normal level. So for me, my pancreas decided to call it quits when I was 17, and it was crazy. Like I literally, this is actually a funny story, really really funny story. So I was supposed to get my wisdom teeth out, which I never have. Like I still have all my wisdom teeth. So I was supposed to get two wisdom teeth out, one like on this side, one up here, and we they said you can't drink any liquids for X amount of time. And leading up to me getting my wisdom teeth, my mom saw some red flags because like I just would down water. Like there's no tomorrow. Like I would just drink water, and just bathroom. I couldn't sleep at night. It was honestly torture. It was like I was using the restroom 4, 5, 6 times a night. I'd wake up and just drink water. So something was up, like obviously, because that's not normal human nature to be consuming water like that. So, I was like, all right, I won't drink water, and I just could not make it through the night. I drank water. We got down. I was on I was literally sitting on the surgery bed, about to go into surgery, and they asked me, "You didn't drink any water or anything, right?" And I was like, yeah." And my grandma was there and my mom was there, and they're both like what? Like, why did you drink water? And I was like, I literally couldn't help it. So we went to the doctor. They ran some tests, and a few things were a little off, but they didn't suspect anything. A few nights later, my mom and I sat down for dinner, and I just really was not feeling good, and it was visible like that something was up. So went to the hospital. I took a nap. I woke up. They had mac and cheese right here for me, and they gave me my first shot of insulin. And congratulations, you're part of the diabetic club. This is your new life. So I literally went from normal living to now, I'm my own doctor. On top of managing everything in my business and fishing and what I do on a daily basis, I have to make sure that I'm good. I go to the doctor, twice a month, and you have to take your health. Don't take your health for granted. Things can change on the flip of a switch in life, and it's all about how you adapt to those changes and persevere through it. And I use that diagnosis as motivation and as leverage. Honestly, in my life, I feel like I feel like I'm just different because it's something like it's really hard to explain the feeling, but it's like you just feel like on top of everything, you have to make sure that you're good. So, with that being said, I'm always testing myself. I'm always making sure that I'm good. I'm managing my sugars, which is very challenging to do, especially when you're creating content, because content is just it's spontaneous. Like you want to go fishing in this spot. Oh, you can't launch the boat here, or something goes down, and now you have to do something completely different, and you don't get back home until really late. It's hard to get on a good eating pattern and on a good health regimen. That's something that I've been able to build into my business, and something that is super important to me is being healthy. I try to eat as healthy as I can, and this is the treat, man. Sipping this White Claw, it's nice. I enjoy it, man. So, but so that, and something really cool about YouTube and social media in general, and as Fly said earlier, as you said, that you have all these connections all over, and you feel like you're at home no matter where you are in the world, because you have all these amazing friends, and like that's how I feel with my YouTube, and the amount of people that are just like me. And when I say just like me, that are fighting the fight, and being diabetic, it's something to not take lightly, because it may be easy now. It's definitely easier now than it's going to be when I'm your age. I'm
Are
21
you calling
years
me
old.
old?
I mean, you see, you got a few gray hairs.
I'm just messing with you, man.
No, I know, but Definitely, I'm just trying to manage it the best that I can, and it's been really cool connecting with other people that are going through the same thing. And I've learned a lot for just from connecting with my fans that like they're giving me great tips, like things that I eat that I could eat to help, just keep things stable and just it's been really cool. Meeting a lot of people that are going through the same thing as me, and I want to be someone that people can look up to. If because I'm there's something that's up in my body that I'm managing, um, and it's just like I don't know. I have a lot of ambitions in the future. I'd love to like take other people that are fighting fishing, like whether it doesn't matter what it is. Like I just want to share the love of fishing, my love of fishing, my passion for it with as many people as possible. That's just something I wanted to touch on, and just no matter what you're going through in life, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. And the best thing that you could do when things aren't panning out is just to not put your head down and just got to keep fighting the fight, and you just got to stay motivated. And that's just the way I live. Like I like to grind, I like to hustle, and unfortunately some like it does slow things down sometimes. Like I have to, it is a little bit of a setback, but it's definitely it you could view it as a setback. I view it as a leap forward in my eyes, because you know that's just how I live. But it's interesting, dealing with everything. You have something you want to say?
Yeah, well, I wanted to know a little bit about, you said you had some fishing goals. I want to know about what are some of the goals that you have in fishing?
Uh, Honestly, man, I'm glad you asked that. So I just want to live. Okay, I want to just go fish in some really cool places, see different cultures, see just life in other parts of the world. I want to just experience different fisheries. Something that I'm doing very soon is I'm going to Louisiana the 21st of this month. I'm going for 4 days, 5 days actually, and I'm gonna get to fish out there. Something I've always wanted to do, and little by little, I want to start taking more trips and linking up with other people. Another thing that I'm doing right now is currently, if you look on my channel on YouTube, it's not like how it was last year. I got to a point on my channel that I've done as much as I could do by myself, but for my ambitions and for my goals, that the best way to get there is I had to get help. So currently, I have one position filled already, but I'm looking for someone to help me with my production. So I'm looking for two different guys. Um, One of them I already have. I'm working with my buddy, and he's going to be helping me to film and edit on the channel, which will definitely also help me to fulfill some more goals I have in my own life. That's not fishing. Getting my health where it needs to be, and that'll just help me to become just a better in literally everything. But I definitely want to step up my production. I want to go experience the world, just fish in really cool places, and I definitely want to go to Japan. It's funny that you said that. That's definitely at the top of one of the top places on my list. But I think like the number one fishing destination for me that I want to do is I want to go down to Argentina for golden dorado. That's like, I dude, that's just madness down there. I want to experience that.
So
I
you want me to break your heart? I was
no
supposed to go in December. Me and my
no
girlfriend, we had a week that we were supposed to go to Patagonia in Argentina.
oh
And because of all this COVID stuff, we didn't know if Argentina was going to be open. So we postponed it to 2021.
oh man. Have you
Yeah.
been down there before?
I've never been to Argentina. So I lived in South America in the late 90s, from 97 through 2000. I lived in Venezuela. Best fishing I've ever seen, hands down.
Freshwater
Uh,
scene or
no, it
saltwater
was all
scene?
salt water.
Salt?
It was all bill fishing.
Oh man.
Um, but I was really looking forward to Argentina. Golden Dorados on my bucket list.
Oh yeah, those fish are just they just look prehistoric. They're just so cool. I don't know.
Yeah.
This vicious, aggressive top water. Like if you watch my channel, like I fish topwater quite a bit. I love topwater. I love to see the fish just come out and crush it. I caught a tarpon yesterday actually, and it literally ate my pilchard and did a backflip. And I set hook midair. Like I literally set hook on this thing, and you could see his head like turn midair. It was epic. But that's definitely on the bucket list. I want to do the peacock bass deal too down there, and on Arapaima would be an awesome fish to catch. I love to do that. It's just like it's so hard to actually make that happen because the world doesn't know like when Corona.
Wait a second. Why is it so hard to make it happen?
Why is it so hard?
You just said it's so hard. Why is it so hard?
Because we don't know when travel will be like.
Oh, it's because of the restrictions we have
the restrictions.
But once the restrictions are done, it's easy.
Yeah.
So I was supposed to be this November. I was supposed to go to the Great Barrier Reef, and I was going to stop off. One of my places that I really want to go fishing is I want to go sail fishing in Malaysia.
Wow.
And the sail fishing in Malaysia is supposed to be as good as Guatemala, 40, 50 bites a day. The only thing is they don't have very big boats. So I was lining up for me, the biggest thing is just getting across the pond, whether it's across the Pacific or across the Atlantic. Once I get over there, and I was going to Australia to teach bill fishing for a week. So once I got over there, I figured, well, let me go to Malaysia, and then I got a lot of good contacts in the Maldives. So I was going to go fish for a week in Malaysia and a week in the Maldives.
It's amazing.
And just create content, have fun, check it out, show it off. And then again, COVID hit and it's changed everything. So, but now I'm just on pause. It's not like it's hard. It's just, I'm on pause. Once everything opens. Yeah. Once it opens up, all the destinations, again, because of these networks, it's very, very easy to put together. For me, it's just, like I said, what's the airport code? And you just do it.
Yeah.
You just do it. It's not hard after that. The connections are there. It's just a matter of picking up the phone and
making it happen.
Just make it happen. Just, hey, I want to come down.
That's like that's the mentality that I want to have is when it comes to that, because it just ever since I'll be completely honest, ever since I got like diagnosed, it's just been tricky. Just like making sure I have everything, so a lot of diabetics, we'll jump back into this real quick, they have pumps and things that like kind of automate things. That's something that I don't have. It's at least at the moment. So like I have everything. Like I have just so many little things, and I just want to make sure that I'm at a good point in my health and with what I have before I jump into that. But like I'm about to turn 22. I have just huge goals for this year, huge things that I want to accomplish, and traveling and fishing all over is one of those things for me. Like that's how I want to spend my money. That's how I want to live my life, is just exploring the earth, exploring the ocean, fishing, freshwater, saltwater, catching fish, and just making badass content. That's literally what I want to do. And that's what's going to happen this year. That's what I'm going to do. And it's going to be awesome.
And that's perfect. You just got to say it. Once you say it, it's going to happen.
I got to hold myself to it. I got to say it on the podcast. So next time we talk, I'll have some stories to tell.
Listen, it's written. Now it's on.
It's going to be published everywhere.
Yeah, it's already published everywhere. So you're going fishing with Matt tomorrow.
I hope so.
What do you mean you hope so?
Matt, I've been trying to fish with Matt for like 2 years, man. I've been trying to fish with Matt for 2 years. We fished 2 years ago. I left my tackle box on his boat. I still have not gotten my tackle box back.
Are you calling Matt a thief?
I'm calling. I mean, I'm not saying it. You kind of said it. You said that. No, Matt's a really good dude.
Matt's a great dude. I had him on the podcast a couple of months ago.
Matt, I remember last year ICAST, we were walking around. He bought me a $10 Papa John's pizza like this big. He got me lunch like 2 days, and he was just like walking around, shaking hands with people. Introduced me to some really good connections. Matt's a guy that you want to call your friend for sure. He's a good dude. Tomorrow we're gonna do something really cool, and you guys will definitely, if you want to check out my YouTube channel, Ryan is Fishing.
When you go fishing with him tomorrow, how long do you need before that video can go up? Give or take. I'm not holding you
if
to
we go
it.
fishing tomorrow, there's a good chance that we can complete that, and the video will probably be live. Let's see.
That would be Friday.
3 days. So,
okay. So by the middle of next week.
It'll be up Sunday.
Okay.
It'll be up Sunday.
All right. So everybody watch for Sunday.
We'll do 4 p.m. Sunday at 4 p.m. It'll be up.
Okay. I'm going to set my alarm so I can see it. I want to see what you caught with Matt.
Hit the notification bell on the channel. You'll get notified. Hopefully. Sometimes YouTube doesn't send out notifications.
It doesn't. Yeah, because there's a couple. I don't follow a lot of people. There's a handful I do. I'll make sure I follow you, but I never get notified. But it's okay because I get so many other notifications. Yeah, it's all good. I get the little notification once I'm when I go on to check my stuff, like either tomorrow or this afternoon. Once this video processes on YouTube, then I've already created a little thumbnail for you.
Oh, yeah.
So then
there we go.
It'll go on there, and then I type up all the little stuff on there, and that way everybody knows about the podcast and they can watch it later on.
Cool.
So is there anything else that you think we may have missed that we can add to this?
I'm trying to think. I mean, I think we kind of covered a lot.
Do you still have your Goodwill girlfriend?
I do have my Goodwill girlfriend.
Okay.
She's in Miami.
She's in Miami. Long distance relationship?
Long distance. Oh yeah.
Do you drive back and forth every day or every third day?
So she's really chill. She lets me do what I need to do for work and stuff, but I try to see her at least like 2 days at least out of the week, or out of every 2 weeks. I'll go down for the weekend, and I still work when I'm there. I guess still have my laptop and I'll do my thing, but it's important to have time, for the people you love as well, disconnect. So I usually go down there, I disconnect, and she finds a way to outfish me every time we go fishing. I don't know how she does it.
It's okay. My girlfriend does the same thing.
She's a hammer. She really is.
She when we were in Colorado a couple of weeks ago, she kicked my ass.
Really?
Oh my God, yeah, she kicked my ass hand over fist every day. It wasn't like just one day; it was like every day. And I
think they just put off a different scent to the fish or something.
It's called pheromones.
Pheromones. They touch the bait with their pheromones. They throw it out, and the fish can't resist it. I literally on video in my St. Patrick's Day fishing challenge, and my phone just died, so we just lost Instagram Live.
Nah, it's okay. It's okay. I'll keep it rolling for a little bit, and then we're getting ready to wrap up here shortly.
Yeah. We casted our frogs right next to each other, the same place. Like, I'm talking like inches in between each other. I pop mine 2 times. She pops hers 2 times. Boom, like an 8-pounder. It's just crazy.
A few years ago, we went to Alaska, and we did all kinds of fishing, and it didn't matter what we did. It didn't matter if we were trolling for salmon. It didn't matter.
Alaska's beautiful.
Oh my gosh. We were hiking down the Russian River.
Wow.
She kicked my ass. We were fishing on the Kenai. She kicked my ass. So it's okay. I'd rather collect the content.
Hey, it works. I went fishing in Alaska a few years ago when I graduated high school. That's what I wanted for my graduation gift, is to go to Alaska with my family. So we went over there, and we were on a cruise, and every fishing excursion that we had to do, I would do it, and it was awesome. It was brutal though. It was snowing. It was cold. We went halibut fishing. No luck. I caught some crazy fish though. I like some crazy like orange weird looking fish. And I think we caught, I don't know if it was a baby halibut, it was some sort of flounder. It was like this big. And like right when we got there, it was like right before the salmon run was gonna happen. So we kind of missed out on that. But Alaska is a place that I want to go definitely go want to do. As a 22-year-old man, I want to do that in 20 hopefully next year. I'll be in Alaska doing that whole trip. That's beautiful over there.
It's awesome up there.
Something else we could talk about real quick. I meant to mention earlier. I am on the cover of the September Coastal Angler magazine. So that's pretty cool.
That's way cool.
I got an article that I wrote right here, or the whole page, and that's actually my girlfriend right there. For those who are watching.
Man, come on. You got to be paying her. That's a good-looking girl, man.
And guess what? She's the one who took the picture for the cover. So I definitely owe her something.
Well, you better take care of her.
Oh, I plan on it. She's a keeper for sure. She's a keeper.
That's awesome. I see Mr. Kerry Chen has joined in, my second favorite Jamaican. Good to see you, Kerry. Anyway, we're gonna wrap up here. You don't go anywhere.
All right.
Ryan, you stay still, but we're gonna wrap this up. To all you cool cats and kittens, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining us today. And if you missed any of it, it's going to stay live here on Facebook and YouTube. And if not, it'll be live, I would say, within a day or two on Spotify, iHeartRadio, iTunes, Google Play, Stitch, wherever you enjoy your podcast. So everybody, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And we will catch you guys and gals and little Tarzan, my man.